Being normal don't create excellence, okay? If you want to be excellent out here, you can't be normal. Normal is average. Do you know what average is? Average is you adding your lowest and your highest together to find a number that gives you a moderate, considerate range of acceptance of your situation. All right? You don't want normal. You feel me? Normal is waking up, going to sleep, waking up, going to sleep. That's normal. It's normal to get up, go to sleep, get up, go to sleep. But excellence. What comes to mind when you think of excellence? You know, excellence to me is exceeding the standard. Okay. Now, when you say standard, what's the standard? Standard is the basic. Okay, that's normal. So anything above normal, it's excellent. So we have to practice being more excellent on a consistent basis. You feel me? If you're consistently being normal, what does that cause you to be? Normal. If you are consistently above being normal, that causes you to be excellent. Okay? But I would say this. Your preparation and your thought process help you on your journey of your desired outcome. Okay? You can have a negative environment, a negative mentality, negative energy, and think you're going to persevere through that and become great. You know, you're going to have a excellent, positive, strong. We could go adjectives, synonyms all day, but at the end of the day, you got to be above the normal standard. You know. So, when you sit there and start planning and wanting to execute your desired goal, you got to sit there and be like, I got to be excellent in what I do. I got to be excellent in how I feel. I got to be excellent in how I move. I have to be excellent, you know. And I would say this when people ask me, Mike, how you doing today? My first response, I want to say excelente. Because to me, when I hear excellent in Spanish, that just means I want to do something abnormal and I know something. You feel me about what I'm about to do. When you learn a new language, you feel like, man, I'm a new person. I'm doing something new. I'm thinking different. I'm thinking better. A language is not you being better than somebody else, but it's you being better than you. You have to be better than you. But you have to find out who you are before you have this mentality of I'm going to be better. Okay? So next time you get in a rut and you want to feel like, man, I got to do better. You got to see what you are first before you try to do better. A lot of times we try to get 10, but don't know how far we are from 10. You know? So when I say this, I'm not, discouraging you from wanting to be 10. I want you to better analyze what number you're at. You know, if you're a 5, you're a 5. Nothing wrong being a 5, but how can I get to a 10? That's how we have to move and carry ourselves. And that from 5 to 10, we have to consistently build ourselves up to excellence consistently. That's how you gradually get better. The slope. You want a positive slope. As you go up the graph, you go down the X and Y axis, you want to go up. You feel me? You don't want to go down. What's the point of going down? You already started down. At some point, you were a 3. You may have elevated to a 7 without knowing, but yeah, natural selection, okay? Some are going to be better than others. That's just how it goes, 4-leaf clovers. How often can you run to a 4-leaf clover? Yeah, it makes it special. But if it's a whole bunch of 3-leaf clovers, we're going to look at the 4th one either like, man, you're deformed or something wrong with you. You're mutated. But for someone who look at that like, oh my goodness, that's a 4-leaf clover. That's what we have to be. We have to be that 4-leaf clover that make ourselves important, make ourselves special. Because Nobody's going to care for you like you care for yourself. So you should care for yourself more, not less. Okay? Now, it's nothing wrong with having a bad day. But if you have 40 days and that you're going to count your test subject, okay, and you have 3 bad days, that's not consistently being bad. You feel me? You're still going sloping forward for excellence. Now, you go downward. What's wrong with going downward? Nothing wrong with going downward. But you can't consistently go downward. You can't look at yourself over a certain selective time frame and say, you know what? I'm not doing well. You have to look at it and say, why am I not doing well? End it. New sheet of paper. Let's get this. You don't have to spend your whole life erasing. Get your new sheet of paper. Let's write down some new goals. You know, I do it all the time when I'm stuck in a rut. I get stuck in a rut a lot because I do so many things. And majority of the things I do not in my control. So I do a lot of adjusting. But I am striving to be excellent. You feel me? If someone tell me, hey, I can make you great, I'm going to listen. All right? Think about it. I rather listen to someone tell me I'm going to make you great compared to listening to someone that's not giving me their open statement of what type of attention they want to give to me. You know, I don't want to spend 2 hours before I find out something when you're telling me something in 5 seconds. Hey, yo, Mike, I'm gonna make you great. Oh, let me listen. 30 minutes later, yes or no. I don't want to spend 2 hours. Okay, this was supposed to do what? Oh, I'm trying to make you great. So now I have to go all the way back in those past 2 hours, sort through it, compartmentalize what I was supposed to get from that situation. Nobody wants to do that. And I don't expect anybody to do that, especially in the type of world we live in now, because that's definitely unnecessary. No one should have to go through those type things. I wouldn't want somebody to go through those type of things. So you got to keep those positive environments and those positive people close to you. You know, you don't have to keep them in your bubble, but you got to keep them close to you. So when you're going downward, somebody is there to tell you, hey, you're going downward. You feel me? So that is super, super, super important at all times. But y'all take care. All right, holla.